Hey, yo. What are you doing on my front lawn? What's up? Welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to be covering the VIX. VIX. Okay. We know him, we hate him, we love him, we want to be him, we want to destroy him. Okay. Or her. VIX is an interesting ticker in the stock market, similar to UVXY, I think it is. But VIX is my preferred one. I think the price action works out a little nicer, it's a little cleaner. And today, we're going to run through how to use the VIX to take a trade on your ticker that you're watching, whether it's the QQQ, any other tech ticker, SPY, you know, Coca-Cola, maybe, perhaps. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, let's dive into it, guys. I'm going to try to make this a short one for you. All right, so bam, there she is. We're actually live in the market right now. I was live on Twitch earlier. This is a really great example right here, actually. Okay, so VIX. I got my little notes here just to remind myself. General explanation. Got it. What VIX is essentially the volatility index, how volatile things are. Okay. But more importantly, it is just inverse what SPY, SPX, QQQ, the futures. It is inverse everything. Okay. It is inverse the market essentially, but more so the ETF. So obviously I like to day trade QQQ, and VIX is a very important part of that. As you can see right now, we are actually doing this sort of ascending triangle. Okay, we got these lower highs, or sorry, higher lows, into a flat top right here. In this kind of structured as this demand zone, right? So we have this flat top, ascending triangle. This could break out. If VIX actually does break here, we're gonna see hella downside above 24.28. Okay. So that is one thing that I look for on VIX, but that is not, not exactly part of the note. So let's hit the notes in. So that's generally what VIX is, okay? Now, the other thing I'm looking for, as shown here in my notes, is gap fills, okay? I'm looking for gap fills on the VIX. What does that mean? That's anytime you see like this right here, okay? This is a gap, and guess what it did? Kind of went down, and then as soon as it broke above, it ended up filling the gap, right? Why is that important? Okay, when VIX goes up, QQQ goes down. So if I'm looking at a beautiful short setup, right? I'm looking at a short setup. It's looking really, really clean. But I'm just not sure because some of the other tech stickers look like they might be bullish. What I can do to add some confluence, maybe it's, coming up to the 200 or something, sort of like it did today. So let's say, I don't know, it's coming up to this 200, coming up like this. Sorry, this is Powell taking a dump on the market today. Rip. And you're just looking for a little more confluence to take the trade, get some confidence going. You know what I'm saying? You see this gap right here, and you go, okay, we're testing that gap. If we break through this resistance, there's a good chance we're going to fill that gap. Why? Because price action is very fluid in this area, and there's no resistances. So what do humans do? They just let that flow through, and they want to grab it at the top for a short if they're going to come in a short VIX there, or long if you're looking at QQQ, okay? Another good example is today, we have this nice ascending triangle. This could be potentially a short setup. It's hitting a resistance line that I drew it from another day, but what happens above this level, okay? Looks like we do have a bit of a gap right here. Looks like if I was a betting man, I'd say VIX is going to come up here and hit 24.37. That's also these highs from previous day. So what does that mean? That means I can keep shorting QQQ if I'm in a short. I can short this down a little further, maybe to my watch list level right here, 309.05. You know what I'm saying? So that is the second kind of tip when you're watching the VIX for some nice confluence. Okay, the next one is the 200 EMA on the 3-minute. Obviously, you guys know that I love the 3-minute chart. Okay, this is what I trade QQQ on, right? And it's what I watch the VIX on as well, because I'm going to trade on the 3-minute. I might as well watch VIX on the 3-minute. The only ones I don't have on the 3-minute up here is the futures. I keep those on the 10, just for like a larger view of what's happening, right? Okay, so how does the 200 EMA help us? Well, If you watched my overpowered EMAs video, okay, I'll toss the link down in the description. You'll notice that if we open above the 200 EMA, typically we are bullish. Historically, we are bullish. On the 3-minute, for intraday only, intraday, day trades, we'll be bullish on the day. If we open up below the 200 EMA on the 3-minute, typically we are bearish intraday, at least for the first portion of the day, right? So it's a very simple way of just flipping this open and just kind of taking a look. Okay, you know, we're above the 200 EMA and there's a gap fill above as well. That's two things right there. Bam. That's really good confluence that VIX is going to rip up. You know what I'm saying? And what do? You take puts. And the same thing works on the way down. Now, patterns don't always work that clean on the VIX, but they do on occasion. We'll actually see live here if you know, this decides to push up and retest that the very short-term level that I gave it, that 24.37. But it looks like it could really go here, and we'll have to see what happens as we continue the video. I think it just hit it right there, so there you go. The next part about VIX is the supply and demand. Okay, why is this important? And once again, I do use a script. I can put the link for that into the description as well. But I love this script on the VIX. I don't like my VPOC. As you can see, I turn it off. This one, obviously that is not very useful, so I take that off. But I leave on my supply and demand because what it does is it's really going to show me those areas where price action is fluid. And what does that mean? It means price is going to really push up or push down, and you're gonna have these nice long candles, which are really, you know, easier to trade, right? Instead of chop, which is just up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. You get these nice areas, which essentially plays out as a gap fill. As you can see, look, we're seeing this right now. We have this ascending triangle, and this thing is popping off. It's filling that gap. It's probably already filled it. Yep, it's filling the gap. It's got a little more to go. It's probably going to hit 24.60. Very shortly. Q is probably selling off on that. I could have taken a trade right there. You know what I'm saying? And oops, didn't mean to do that. Let me just exit that. But yeah, so it's working out quite nice. So we'll keep watching this and see if it continues on. But I'm looking for those areas where price is very liquid. It's going to flow nicely. It's very similar to a gap fill, which I described a few moments ago. And then the last one is confluence take a trade. And obviously, we mentioned that already, right? Look, it's really ripping now. You guys see how this is working? So what's going to happen? Qs are going to sell off. You're going to see SPY sell off here. Textbook. Absolutely textbook. Little resistance here at 24.61, but then like it looks clean to this high. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. But yeah, this is just VIX. I don't trade VIX. You shouldn't trade VIX. You can. I wouldn't. Just because it doesn't follow patterns and regular rules and stuff like that. But it is excellent confluence if you have confluence on another trade already. It's if you have multiple screens, unlike me, you just pop this up somewhere and you just glance at it. You go, okay, oh wait, it's above the 200. Maybe I shouldn't take a long position on QQQ. It's below the 200. Maybe I shouldn't take a short position on QQQ. You know what I mean? Just adds confluence to the trade. It's a really great indicator. And just keep it simple. That's it. That's honestly it. That's all I look at. It's just another tool to have on your belt, something you can just look and you say, okay, I already have these two things that I'm looking at on the QQQ or on Apple or on Microsoft or on Amazon. But look at VIX also. It's also showing some nice fluid price action in this area. I'm taking the trade. And let me tell you, 9 times out of 10, you're looking good. That's going to be it, guys. That's the whole video. Very short, okay? But it doesn't need to be hard. I just wanted to make a quick, easy video on the VIX for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Please hit the like, subscribe to the channel. Look, the more people who subscribe, the more plants I'm going to put back here. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing, okay? Hope you guys enjoyed. I love and appreciate you. Check me out on Twitch, 100_1,000,000 on Twitch or Twitch TV, whatever. I'll drop that link down in the description below. I got 3 links to drop. I'm going to have to remember that. I probably will forget. Have a great day, guys. I love you. I appreciate you. Actually, the end card shows it, so there you go. And that's it from your boy. 100 out.